Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, there is so much excitement here at Oklahoma State. They had great success, reached many highs under Mike Gundy, but they have turned the page, and they have got a new, young, exciting coach in Eric Morris, who has proven himself in Texas football at North Texas. They want to see if he can revamp this once-proud Cowboy program. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Mississippi State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Trying play action. Rush is on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coleman open on the right, and the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Got a man. It's Barnes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Got it, looking for a first. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
In the red area, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Makes the catch. It's Green. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top as we get a look at the stats.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. It's Green. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Running inside. It's Hawkins. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose on the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Finding some room. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Might be calling a hot route. to the air on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts them.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brian. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Mississippi State right back to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Listen, at this point, the end of the...
Looking for a deep man. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Coleman's got it on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quick completion on the out. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Ducks with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do?
He lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cowboys! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking left. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is. When the defense gets that stop on 3rd down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Bothwell. Look out, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Play number 9 on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Taylor wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Shoots it to the left. On the left side, here's Coleman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Creates a little room. There's a crease. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Cowboys. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pluck Bothwell. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but
makes a grab and room to run. Running inside the 20. To the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on third down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. State has it back and the offense is on the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got his man out of the backfield, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. He might want another play. Just keep slinging it. He's going for the big play. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Here's a little room there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge... But they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Down 2 scores in the fourth, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. Might have a chance. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds. And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.